Guess who's in the building? You know what it is, you know what it was, you know what it's about to be. The boy Top Business is back in the building, man. And man, we're starting to make some dope stuff happen, and I'm having a joyous time. So I need you guys to be having a joyous time with me. I got some dope people in the building, man, and we're gonna have some fun with it, man. Oh my god. Okay, they're doing a lot this time.
Yeah, they doing a lot.
They were doing a bunch.
I like your audience. They cool people.
Man, look, they're so robust. That's the they know they know who they are. Give me one more, y'all.
They know when I'm in the building.
I love them. You gotta love them. All right, y'all calm down. Yo, we got our new, it's been very fast. I've only known these people for like 2 weeks, I think, and you know how black people we like fast friends and shit. We gonna be play cousins in like 2 more weeks.
Amen.
Hell yeah.
That's my aunt.
Yeah. These,
no.
So, yo, a new podcast is coming to the podcast world, and I think this one is gonna have something that you need in it. It's gonna have some essential vitamins and minerals up in that thing. You know what I'm saying? It's got some stuff in the sauce.
Yeah.
And they are overthinking out loud. I want y'all to show some love. Show some love, audience, please. Please show some love. One more time for 'em. They so in love with each other. They in each other's shot. Like you can't get one without the other. Yeah. And then, oh my goodness, like this is a take by storm lady. She's done her thing, man. Event holder, venue holder, bar owner, kick a nigga out of a hotel owner. Like she does. She do hair and sell weed at the same house. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, don't
Never
be
know
trying
when
to
they kick that shit in.
yo, it is Cherie DeVilla Show. And last but not least, I don't normally do this, but everybody's getting love, and I want to see if the artist got love for me. Your boy Jive English, Spitfire aficionado, clicked up owner. We got him. Thank you.
Ladies, he's single and ready to mingle.
I don't know about ready to mingle. Some of y'all.
Can you put it up there?
Can I? You keep asking me way too late.
Oh, my bad.
Like, you gotta ask me when I walk in
Maybe.
here because it's a whole process. So-
Well, now you know next.
Oh, no, we are live. Yes, I
Yeah.
can. Yes, I can.
See there?
I can.
Period.
Huzzah.
Hey, I want
Tell the truth and shame the devil.
You know what I'm saying? Let's do that. It's right here, right now. There we go.
If
Hold
you
on.
want it, if you want it, if you want it.
I love black people sometimes. Y'all all right?
All right, he said
All right.
sometimes, just not all.
Uh-huh. Them nimcompoos be ruining
God willing.
it.
Damn, I'm fine.
Look at you, girl.
Ooh, Chile.
Yeah.
There you go. Pull that shirt down.
There you go. Big screen. Y'all feel good about that?
Hell yeah.
Dang,
Girl.
damn, mama.
Ooh, Jesus Christ.
Did she say, "Ooh, Jesus Christ"? You
Now I can't stop looking at my
I'm gonna say you.
Look, she
even
said
moving.
Christ with the T at the end. She said Christ.
Christ.
Oh, there she goes. She moving now.
He took his time and broke the mold, honey. Whoa.
You know what? That's kind of fucked up because it was like what Minnie was like. He spit in some dirt, rubbed it around, put it in a wound, and it was just niggas. And then it was like with women, I fashioned. it.
He did.
And I did some
He
things.
took his
I-
time. He
I-
thought about it.
With good faith,
took
pressed down,
time.
shaken together. I did all kinds of things,
He was like Picasso.
and it was just like niggas, y'all be all right. You know?
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that part of the Bible. There's some stuff I got some problems
Mhm.
with, but I am the shit.
You're supposed to think that about yourself.
Nah, I ain't-
Whether
Everybody
you
got to be
shit
the
or
shit
not.
on their block
Yes, you
all the
have to.
time.
So let me ask you this question since you said something. I'm about to take this in the direction you're not ready.
Are you gonna be with the shits today? Because you know you always be with the bullshit.
Oh, and I'm down for it too.
You
Let's
always
go.
with the bullshit.
I mean, why do y'all know me so well?
Because we family at this point. We cousins.
Right, we go.
We cousins.
We folks
learned
now.
you, Josh.
We already know what's going on.
We folks now.
You hit us with that whisper, and we already know what's up.
Niggas. That's all I can tell you. Yo, so I'm gonna ask y'all a deep existential question.
Here we go.
Deep existential question. You always use these big words.
That's what somebody else
Wordplay
said.
late. Wordplay late. He already said that's how he get him with the
Yeah,
word.
I'm an average looking nigga
Listen,
I start talking. And
I'd
they
have
be
been
like,
talked out my panties. I'd have been like, what he
Right,
said?
that's what
He
I'm
used
talking
that.
about, girl.
You use that word, boy.
Well, he know it. And he used it right. Look, because look, let me tell you something. The whole reading epidemic.
He can't even talk, girl. You got him
whole
stunned
thing
over there.
Blushing.
He
You
ain't
know,
getting
look
right.
at him like,
She
ooh,
caught me
he
off guard and
blushing.
shit.
Ooh, he blushing hard. Look at him.
It's
I
a
can't-
literacy crisis.
This is why we can't get nowhere as a people. Right there. You put the mic on you.
I'm
Put
gonna be
it on
like,
you
use
right
them
there.
words.
There you go.
Use them words.
Run them lines.
That's how.
Talk me
and
through
that's
it.
And that's exact.
Get, look,
Not
give me
shake
them.
me
Look,
through
look,
it, but
look,
talk
look.
me
Talk
through
me
it.
through it.
I don't like.
I'm sorry. Listen. We was already talking about kink shit earlier, but
Oh, yeah.
No, she was really trying to bring that to the station. Like she was like.
I wasn't.
She
She
was
started it.
Oh, it was her.
She brought it up.
Oh,
I am
No,
not
she
the
called
culprit.
out your kinks. That's what she did.
All right.
so y'all some freaky people.
What you was saying, Dad? before we get to that, what you was saying?
We gonna ease into that. We gonna ease. Nah, so this is a real question I've really been asking myself, and I was wondering, like, do we have a problem in the black community with how we judge and gauge our adulthood? Like, and I'll use it for black men because I've only been in one of those, but like hustling and coke dealing is like how we judge how much of a man you are. Like if you ask a man what it takes to be a man, he's gonna describe a dope dealer.
Really? What kind of men you dealing with?
Niggas, then you just hear what we were
Okay, so
talking.
I got a friend that say niggas is
Didn't
one
you just
thing.
see being? Wait. Let me back this up. I literally redid your mic the way I needed it done.
I didn't
You-
touch the mic.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. I
I'm
had
looking
it.
back on the
dead
mic.
at what you did, and
What
that
did
is
I
not
do?
how I did it.
I swear I didn't touch it.
This is
You
why.
better
I mean, at
touch
least
that
that's
mic.
just
Another
like if
reason
I
why
was
we-
touching something, you would have known.
No, I'm looking dead at what you touched.
What did I touch?
The whole mic apparatus.
But
I'm-
can you hear me?
Yeah, but I can't see you the that way you need to be seen. No,
How about now?
I gotta come over there.
No, don't come talk to me, Daddy. Just tell me where
Twist
to
it back.
This way.
Ooh.
That's good.
Use your
Yeah.
words.
Are we interrupting something?
Use your words.
Like,
We interrupt
Do us
you.
a service. Use your words.
Ooh,
Right,
Nick,
girl.
why you hyping
Okay,
him
so
up?
do we push it up,
You know,
forward,
you
back,
know,
down,
you know,
up?
right.
Just because I'm staring at you don't mean I'm not working this dang. They see you being ridiculous. I just need you to know they see you.
Use
Nick
your-
is
use
being-
your
Okay,
words.
but is
All right, so this
I
is
don't
what
like
I need
stuff
you to
all
do.
up in my face. you
All
know.
right, so twist it
I
straight
said-
up.
Pause.
Pause from a woman is crazy work.
Hold on. This way.
Twist it up,
That's
up,
good.
all the way. Now bring it down, the whole thing.
The whole thing.
Oh my god.
Don't you move. Down.
I like her
Are you
voice.
good? Are
Yeah, she
you
doing it on
good?
purpose.
She has
Bring,
a nice.
Sound like
bring it,
she
bring the
good at
whole
talking
thing
you
down.
through
The whole thing. That, yeah. Grab that.
There you
There
go.
you go. Bring it down a
Do
little
I need
further.
to touch the top though?
Mm.
Because usually you can't just. Okay. Down. More down.
There you go.
There,
There we go.
that's nice.
You good?
We're absolutely
As long as
fantastic.
you good, I'm good.
Why y'all keep looking at
I'm ready to see what you about to say next.
Cause.
Give her some wordplay.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Listen.
Y'all about to catch me slipping, boy.
Don't slip.
She keep doing that. I be like,
Ooh.
all right, y'all can go ahead and leave.
He already.
I want to
know
watch.
him.
Wait a minute, guys.
Girl, I'm too
So
much
you
for
want-
him. He can't handle.
Look, I would want to
I
watch.
went to the gym this morning. You don't know about me.
Ooh.
Gym calls, cramps, and all kinds of other stuff.
I'm hydrated like a motherfucker.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
I just want to watch. Okay. I just would
You
sit up.
need to be
I would sit over here
stopped.
quietly. I just want to watch. That's it.
Mo,
Get off-
please
you
say it
get
one more
off
time
on-
for the people in the back.
Nick, you need to be stopped.
I just want to
Watching
watch.
is
Now, what-
diabolical.
Hold on, wait a minute. I need to understand this. What
just wanna
watching gonna do for you?
Instead of your business.
I be,
I do need to know this.
I'll be entertained. That's it. I
Oh,
just want to watch. You know, you don't see stuff like
Everybody
that
love a show.
because I don't watch porn, but I would definitely watch. Some
Girl,
shit I
why
ain't got
not?
no
I
business
watch porn.
I don't.
Why
It don't do
not?
nothing for me because I feel like that's their job. It's like
Hold up, wait a minute.
That's-
What are
that's
you
your
watching
job.
the porn for? There's a reason to.
I
The
just
porn ain't for you
don't.
to get like porn.
I
don't
don't
make me-
disagree
I
with your
don't.
argument though.
like it's like that's their job, so it's like no feeling to it. But like two people that actually like each other, and it's like, oh, y'all doing it. 'cause
that's
y'all
why that's
like
the ones you
each
gotta
other.
watch. You gotta watch
Like-
the
That's what I'm
ones.
That's like
You
That's
gotta
what
watch
I
the
was-
homegrown
Like
stuff.
some shit like
yeah,
you're not
like-
supposed like oh shit
Yeah.
I don't walk past somebody's window and they fucking oh yeah I'm gonna watch that because
No.
that's
Yeah,
more
that's passion, that's
more
shit.
that's more
Authentic.
look
Yeah.
listen that's more je ne sais quoi.
Yeah.
You know?
Hold up, wait
Like,
a minute,
ooh,
wait
that's
a
more
minute.
passion in it. I
Yeah,
watch
like
that.
when-
I'm like yeah
Like
I
when
feel
somebody like you, but you can if you and this is gonna be a damn shame if you watch enough of it, you could tell who's really into what they're doing.
it.
Like you could see, you could see the, you know what I'm saying, you know what
The
I mean,
passion.
the passion. Yeah, this.
Yeah.
But wait a minute, I only watch porn for new moves. I don't know why y'all watching porn. Who getting
I
all into
don't.
it? I make.
I don't
Does
watch
your phone still say "Hello Moto"? Like,
it's
Hey,
showing
look,
it's showing some age out here.
1908, right? Who was
Well, let me tell you something. I
1908?
just told y'all I don't be giving a damn about a phone. So if I don't have it, do it care what it ring like?
Yes.
Don't tell me you still got a sidekick. Is this thing flip open?
Oh Lord. Well, whatever don't cost a
lost
lot.
her phone.
That's how much I don't care about it.
Didn't it fall?
Oh, it did fall, ain't it?
Oh,
know,
you
I
I
never
thought you
picked it
picked it
up?
up.
I'm drunk.
Ooh.
Lord have mercy, Christ
Help us,
Jesus.
Well, you know you got shit in it. What is this?
What is that?
I don't know. You find all kinds of stuff.
Oh, that's the remote to the light.
Oh, period.
Oh yes, I'm wrong.
What else? You might check your couch. You don't know what's in these damn shits now.
Yeah, because I keep all kinds of
Boom,
nincompoops
boom, room,
in
like
here.
I said.
You
don't know
do.
what
It be Nincompoop City in this motherfucker.
What? See, you don't know what the hell you coming into. See, that's that shit I'm talking about.
Lord have mercy. All right, so no, what I was saying was, as black men, as black people, like, when you look at how we judge ourselves and how, like, especially for black men, I feel like if you let a black man describe what a grown man is, he's gonna describe a drug dealer.
I believe that too.
And I don't like that that's what it is, but it's like, yeah, you gotta have this, you gotta be on this, you gotta be able to do it. I'm like, yo, that just sounds like a nigga that's about to go to jail. Nigga, like I'm not trying to go to jail. Like
Jail.
I'm just trying to say, like, you know, you gotta have street credibility, niggas gotta know who you are. Like, no.
Well, I guess I'm a little confused why everybody thought hustling was just selling drugs.
You know, because we be talking
Because
about
hustling is
selling all the
hustling. It
time.
doesn't mean that hustling means you selling drugs. You can have another outlet to hustle. It ain't got to be attached to drugs.
And I didn't know,
Right.
but here's the thing. I just so happen to have a father. And I have a lot of
Like he the only one with one, right?
Hold on.
A real father. It's a difference.
So my father just so happened, because you know when you're growing up as a boy, like you start to see like y'all are very attractive ladies.
Period.
Hold on, me.
Is.
But when you're a dude, when you're a kid, and like, look, I don't, regardless of what I look like now. Like when I was a kid, I was in the band. I like music, like music. Like, you know, I played instruments. I wasn't that type of dude. But when you're a kid and you're a boy, especially a black boy, and you see the type of women that you like, the women that you've been bred and socialized to love, they love a certain type of man. You start to wonder what's wrong with you. You feel me? And I always worked. I've been working since I was like 16. I always worked. I always had 2 and 3 jobs. I always whatever. And I was like, but it's the hustlers that's getting the attention. And it was my father who told me, hey, yo, there's different ways to hustle. Not every means of hustling is illegal.
Yep.
And the woman that's for you is going to recognize that hustle in you. But not every man gets my father at that moment when I needed to hear that. You feel me?
Right.
Some of these cats don't hear that until they're already in jail. Some of these cats don't hear that until they're already, you know what I'm saying, in a bad way with some of the worst people. You feel me?
Yeah.
And it's hard to find out who you are because not for nothing, everybody needs somebody. Everybody wants to matter. You know what I'm saying? And especially that's why they call them your formative years. That's when you're forming your self concept. And when I'm trying to form my self concept, I'm not forming it outside of black women. Black women are the people who raised me. Black people are the women who love me. The black people are the women I love. You feel me? And if I'm rejected by the people who raised me and I love, then what kind of self concept will I create when I go out to find out who's successful with the women that I love? It's the dope boy. It's the thug. It's the, you know what I'm saying? It's the scammer. It's that type of nigga. Then what do? Do you stay in your set and just trust in the process that one day, millions of years from now, somebody's going to recognize you in their maturity? And when you're 16, 17, 18, and you want to be validated when it matters in that moment, what do? And this is what I was telling you about my little brother. He's a little bit braver than I am. He stuck to his guns. And he just, no, I'm not changing. I did. You feel me? I turned into what was going to work. And it worked. You know what I'm saying? I got 4 kids by 3 different women. It works. I know how it works, but I know what it costs.
I feel like this. When it comes to the situation with dope boys and girls, don't forget that girls are living the same life. You know what I'm saying? Depending on who their parents is. They could have mothers that are on drugs, cocaine, or powder. But most drug dealers and the women that you're after, we grew up together. Or they grew up together. They grew up in the same neighborhood or vice versa. So you're going to see drug dealers with the girls you may want because they all grew up together. They're doing the same struggles. The only difference is Johnny down the street stayed with Auntie Janice and they keep money over there. You know what I'm saying? And hey, if we struggling, Johnny got money. And so normally the girls is set in the same situation. I think that's what guys don't see. Girls be wanting better guys, but guess what they led to? Dope dealers. Why? Because that's who they grew up with. So if they don't see a man of statute or somebody who carrying themselves a certain way, then you got to understand these young black girls too. I'm sticking with who can get me out of the projects. Or I'm sticking with who can help me do better than what I got going on right now. And right now, Cash Money over here got a car, an apartment. He got money. He could buy me school clothes. There's some girls that still want a life for themselves, but the dude they decide to deal with, yeah, he's selling drugs. But guess what? He got a good head on his shoulder, though. Me and him going different. We heading somewhere else. He may be just selling drugs for the moment, but we're very intelligent. So not all drug dealers are stupid either.
I'm not saying, look, there's too many drug dealers in my family for this.
That's what
For me to
that's why I can
have
say
this conversation. I'm just telling you, I grew up with them, but I didn't grow up as them. You feel me? So growing up in close proximity to these cats, and a lot of these cats, you realize they didn't have selling dope was the plan. You feel me? Like, especially with the way social media works, especially with the way not even before then, hip hop worked, especially the way just media classically worked. It made the dope boy like that dude, because he's on the news. It doesn't matter if he was on the news for a bad reason, but he's on the news.
Yeah.
What did I ever do that got me on the news? The news? Cats
Football,
off the
basketball.
strength know who you are. Like, there's cats that's on the news that's standing right in front of me. You're wanted, but you're here in front of me. That's on some outlaw type stuff. Like, you him. And I want to be him. And then the females is acknowledging you.
Yeah.
The first time I really got that kind of acknowledgement, I got into a really big fight with somebody. Really, like, way bigger than it should have been. And a lot of things happened that I'm not going to explain. But that's when, and I didn't say anything about it. It was just something that happened. The law got involved, blah, 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 blah. But me and my homies was sitting there talking. It was like, hey, yo, you remember when you was the nigga that did. And I was embarrassed because that's not who I am. But I was, just in the moment. And I go, nah, man, that was stupid, man. And a girl in the corner was like, that was you? I was there. And then she turned up. Next thing you know, she's giving me a phone call like she want to see about me.
Wow.
And this woman was amazing to look at. And I'm just like, but I'm in the room with all these bona fide thugs and you didn't see me until it looked like I was on that type of time.
Mm-hmm.
So what does that teach me in my 16-year-old mind?
Right.
Who am I supposed to be in order to get this? Who's in this room? What's more successful? Especially, I mean, because y'all are wiser now. Y'all are more thoughtful now. But when I'm forming my self concepts, y'all wasn't that. Y'all not who you are now. You was for that. You got to admit that. If you if you was for that, if you was for that when you was 16, if you was for that when you was 17, I'm trying to figure out who I'm going to be in order to face the world. And everybody wants to be somebody to somebody. And I want to be somebody to somebody who's somebody. You feel me? Like, damn, she bad, she fine. I want her. You feel me? What makes me any different than the dope boy is just what he was willing to do to gain your attention. Because even in the real world, like what you do for a living matters to a woman.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, dude. Look, like I'm outside.
Well, you need to get back inside.
Go ahead.
Here's where this shit is starting to piss me off.
Oh Lord.
Because I am so sick of
Let's
people
go.
keep saying the world changed. The world didn't change. Technology did. You still eat, wake up, you have sex, you have babies. All these things are done the same way. Y'all killing me with this. No, it's up to you. Look, back to people saying, I don't care what nobody say. Look, I care what people say. You want to know why? I got a kid. And for those people who have kids, when you grow up, you know what I'm saying? Like if somebody see me and they know my last name, you know what they say? I know your granddaddy. He was a good man, so I know you're a good person. So when women that are young constantly say, I don't give a fuck what a bitch say about me, you should. You know what I'm saying? Now, should it ruin your life? No. Mm-mm. It shouldn't carry no weight. I care what my sister think about me, my mama. I see so many black girls with this rah-rah, I don't care. But do you know who got to live after you, whatever kid you bring in this world? And that goes for men too. So if your daddy was bad, tell me why men are worse. So if I had a bad father, I'm going to be worse father to my own kid. So I'm going to take what I indulged in me and put on you. But yet that's what bothered me my whole life. I think black people need to learn how to check themselves. And I keep telling them, check yourself. I said, because if you lacking somewhere, I see a lot of people talk to people a certain way, but you don't like to be talked that way. Mm. Check yourself. How you going to talk to me down, but then if I say the same thing to you, who you think you talking to? Mm-hmm. Or them ones that say, mind your own business, okay? Well, if I'm minding my own business, I wouldn't know about yours. How about that? Mm. So if you didn't want me to know your business and I was minding mine, then why do I know about your business? Because clearly you want your business out there. The young generation thinks that everything should go on social media. Mm-hmm. Okay, but then you mad when grown people judge you. I'm grown and you mad because I judge you because you put your business out on Jump Street and you upset because I just said something. Now, I didn't put my business out there, but that young girl gonna say, who that bitch talking to? She ain't this, and but I didn't tell you about my business. Mm-hmm. That's why a lot of young black girls need to grow up. You got baby daddies and you're crying about it. Let me tell you something. Do you eat? You gonna let your child starve? Do you have a place to stay? Or you too busy worrying about what that dude doing, or you worrying about your kid? Because at the end of the day, us as black women need to learn that we do have kids with other people. But would you let your kids suffer so you can go out? And then girls get offended when people say, all you do is party. Well, that's what you're doing. If you can go in the club all night long, and then y'all can sit on food stamps and all food stamps, Medicaid, all that. Look, let me tell you something. When I was young, I had those things. But when I decided to be a mother and get a job, I couldn't stand the fact that I make more money, so the government ain't going to give me nothing. So what do? I'm going to downsize myself or downsize who I am so I can just get government assistance. I make way too much money to get food stamps, Medicaid, or any of that. To sit back and watch a lot of young black females downgrade themselves just to get food stamps and Medicaid is ridiculous.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? We are more damaged to ourselves, and then we want men to come and pick us up. Why? I got a brother and I got daddies, and I'm sick and tired of girls who sit around and judge the baby daddies or the husband or what. You ain't got no brothers. You ain't got a daddy. You ain't got cousins. Come on, you see they girlfriends. You see how they dragging them, and you know them boys doing everything they got, but y'all sitting around here just being lazy. How many people just sit around and don't want to have a job? I had to ask a family member of mine one day, do your hands and your feet work? And she said, yes. So if both of them, because sitting back and having something God gave you, and then you don't want to use it, but when you lose it, we going to complain. Some people can't even get out the bed. You got too many young girls that got feet and hands, but you'd rather be in the club. And then say, well, they judging me. Yeah, I am judging you because you in the club, because guess what? You too busy on social media talking about what baby daddy didn't pay the child support, but you spent that same little money in the club when you could have fed them churn. He didn't give you the money, so why you didn't buy them nothing to eat? You'd rather go to the club and party than buy your kids something to eat, but we're going to be mad at the baby daddy. How about we be mad at both, the mama and the daddy? Because now we pick and choose what size we on. If you ain't doing better than the daddy, then both of y'all at fault. I don't have a choice about who better than the worst. Both of y'all ain't doing shit because your mama and your daddy got them. So you tell me how the baby daddy better than the mama when your mama and your daddy got your kid. And we right here pointing fingers. So y'all young, because y'all younger than me, I need to understand that. Because I can't sit in a group of girls that I hang out with and watch y'all party and get drunk knowing that I know y'all around here trying to see where your baby daddy at and where his money at.
Let me tell you something. So the ladies in this room don't have that issue.
No, but they got friends though. See, that's what I'm saying. Ain't none of my friends who got kids that I see around here partying all the time, and I'ma sit with you while you bash your baby daddy.
Yeah,
I don't have no
have
friends
that
that bash
problem.
their baby daddy or in them situations for sure. So.
Well, that's
It's just
good.
certain energy
Yeah,
I just don't
That right there.
have around me. Like
See, that's what I be telling everybody.
So here's the thing though, because I'm one of the
Baby daddy?
but I'm a single father. You feel what I'm saying? So I operate in a different space than most dudes. You feel me? So I hear a lot of the complaints of dudes, and a lot of the complaints of dudes are just the immediate apprehension to going to a courtroom. That's the thing that like I've had so many dudes that have just been like, nah, I'm not going to court. I'm not doing that, because their understanding of the law is about freedom versus, jail. You feel what I'm saying? So I've had some cats that are like, they look at me like I did a magic trick. They're like, yo, how did you do that? I'm just like, yo, you gotta go to court. You gotta do the thing. And it's like, you gotta be dumb enough to not be afraid of what happens at the end. Because is it unfair? Yes. Is it, you know what I'm saying? All the things that are happening, yes. But if you gotta go and you gotta realize, like, if this is what you really care about, this is what you're gonna have to go through. Is it fair? Is it right? No. Shouldn't you have to do this? I feel all the apprehensions, but you gotta hurdle past that. But as a people, like, to precursor that, like, we gotta stop acting like we're victims of something.
Amen.
Like, you chose that nigga. Out of all the niggas to choose, out of all the broads to choose, you chose this person.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm old enough to remember, like, I made my choices, and I'm old enough to remember, but I'm young enough to remember at the same time, like, I was told better. I actively chose not to listen.
There you go. That part right
I
there.
actively heard you say, that's not a good decision. And I was like, man, fuck that.
I'm grown.
I'm me. I can make what you couldn't make work. I'm gonna make it work because I'm me and not you. And then it failed. And then I'm humiliated and humbled, and I'm, hat in hand, like I thought, no, yeah, you was told better. Like, nobody told me. Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did. You don't remember not listening. You don't remember looking that person dead in the face, and then, like, you just started seeing their mouth move, and you didn't hear no more words. Because right after they told you the idea that you have is trash, you stopped listening. Because your ego was like, oh, none of that is information we can use. You know what I mean? And so then when I watch, like I even had to tell, like, my little brother, I was like, look, I've been 30 and 45.
Okay.
But you've only been 30. So just because you can't see me, don't mean I can't
see you.
Right.
Yes.
I see you real clear, real good. Trust me, this ain't the best decision. If you want to be where I'm at right now, keep doing what you're doing. But if you want to be somewhere different and somewhere better, you might want to listen, because even the person that failed could teach you
There you go. That right there.
how to win. Don't
Right.
do what I did is some of the best information you can get.
But the young generations, like, how you gonna tell me when you? That's why I'm telling you, because I failed. And if the young generation don't understand that, that's why they ain't prospering. Like, we can look at y'all right, like a lot of the young generation and be like, really, you can have a lot more right now. But because y'all put yourself in a box all the time, you're not gonna get nowhere. See, when like back to I don't care what people say, like I said, at the end of the day, your kids got to live that. So don't forget what y'all doing at 20 and 30 is what your kids gonna hear about. So all these girls, I'm outside and all that. Let me tell you something. I used to be the lookout girl for everybody who was being hoes. That's cool. Just because you my friend don't make me the hoe that you want to be. So I hang out with a lot of girls that had hoe tendency. I just want to hoe.
Whole tendencies is madness.
But at the end of the day, everybody parents ain't the same.
True.
So what my parents raised me to be ain't what your parents raised you to be. So when people keep saying, "Oh, it's the company you keep," no,
That birds of the feather flock together.
yeah, that's some bullshit.
I never, because I had
I
friends
never-
that had
there you
babies
go.
and shit in high school. My mom wasn't playing it. Your
Thank
ass gonna be
you.
in the house at a certain time. Don't leave off the block. Don't leave out the. My mama wasn't with that shit.
And so
Like,
men
no.
think that's how it rolls. If you hanging out with a whole bunch of fast ass girls, he think you fast too. Dudes, let me tell you something. We ain't fast. All of us not
Not
fast.
doing that.
Literally.
I'm not doing what she doing.
But all right, so let me be honest. Yo, Monique, y'all are super dope. Y'all are fantastic. Fine. It's wine in the
Is.
summertime. But everybody ain't like y'all, player. I'm sorry to tell you.
That's true.
I don't got multiple baby mamas because everybody was raised like you. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like,
That's why I'm not a baby.
there's
mama.
too many. Like, if you want to just get into the honest discourse of where we're at, it's because there's not enough of what you guys have. You feel what I'm saying? There's not enough of that, and you got to be honest. Like, I'm in that position. I got multiple this, that, and the third, and it doesn't hurt me to go, yeah, I made mistakes in error, but also in ignorance and also in arrogance. I made decisions, trying to prove something to people who don't matter, trying to prove something to people whose name I don't even remember.
That part.
You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted some sort of prestige. I wanted some sort of recognition. I wanted to prove I could get a girl like that and turn myself into somebody I didn't recognize in the process.
Mm.
You feel what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
we a lot of us do that. Especially I think women are really quick to turn themselves into somebody they don't recognize for that man. Which is why when y'all start getting older, the word man becomes a curse word to y'all. Like y'all use the word man like you use the word nigga. I don't need no man. It's like it's given ER. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's really because you turned yourself into something that you didn't recognize for somebody who didn't recognize you.
Yeah.
And then you did all the things that you thought you were supposed to do for the wrong person.
Oh God.
Go ahead, talk to me. Talk to me.
I can't wait to hear this. 'Cause
You about to start shaking. Like, yes, like a lot of times you do. Like for me and my family, I've always been the firecracker. I've always been the pop off. I've always been the hothead. Like, and like in past relationships, the same way. Like I'm always like, I'm on 10.
has that
I'm out
cost
the
you
gate.
relationships though?
Not really. Not really. Now, what I think is funny is that my latest relationship, I kind of switched it. I was like, I'm gonna be a lot more chill. I'm gonna be a lot more calm. I'm gonna be a lot more. I'm gonna give grace.
So you're gonna be vulnerable a little bit more.
Yes, I'm gonna give grace.
Got you.
I totally went against the grain of who I really am. And even some of my friends and even my siblings have said to this person, like, do you know who the fuck she is? Like, like this bitch is crazy. like, like this bitch is crazy. So it's like the forewarnings were there. But I'm still like, I'm gonna be chill, I'm gonna be cool, I'm gonna be calm. Cause my long-term relationship, me and him still have a great relationship to this day. I was a lot more hothead toward him. I was a lot more, spicy, feisty. You know, like
What makes you spicy and feisty?
I don't know. Some people say it's a short person syndrome.
No, I'm short,
But-
so I need to hear this.
I don't know. I'm in therapy working for that.
Okay.
So yeah, but like I said, my last relationship, and I said I just did the complete opposite. I was just like, I'm just going to bring it down. I'm just gonna be grace. Just this my last.
Have your
relationship
heart
was
ever
just
been
grace.
broken?
I'm getting there, girl.
Oh, girl.
Girl, I'm getting
that's
there.
where this came
I'm
from,
getting
girl. I
there.
got you.
So this grace. I went into my second relationship because I only been in 2 adult relationships.
Okay.
So I went into my second relationship with grace. Like I did something out of the norm. Like my first time dating somebody with children. Never done that before. And it's like, that was a great experience because, it was a great father.
Okay.
But just the shit that came with that outside of that. Like everything else in the relationship was chef's kiss.
Okay.
But fidelity issues and lying. And that is where my anger issues were tested. My grace was tested. And I'm thinking to myself now, if I would have been the person whom I would have been the first time around
This wouldn't
in
happen.
this second relationship.
So when you say that you gave grace and your heart was broken, how was the communication? Because I feel like with a lot of young people, y'all text a lot. You see what I'm saying? And so to me, that's not communication.
We were very on the phone.
Okay.
We were on the phone
Good.
or in person.
Okay, that's good.
He was very much look at you, talk to you type. Okay. And it's like, I'm cool with that. Very, very much communicating. But it's like when things would happen and it's like, okay, we communicating and talking about it. This is your time to be honest.
Okay.
Because if it's already something's happened, this is your time. Go ahead and get all that out, whatever it is that is whatever, and let's figure that out.
Okay.
But to still continue to just, and it's just like that grace. And it's like, I'm not gonna say I feel stupid, but I feel like I just feel like I was the wrong person for the wrong people. Cause in my first relationship, I didn't have to be that way.
Right.
I didn't have to be that way, but that's just who I was.
Do you like to talk about your feelings? Because that's a big thing. So if you're not a feeling talker, that's going to be a lot of issues within the relationships that you keep getting.
So the first relationship, that was he was a very me, emotion with logic person.
Okay.
And it kind of made me feel, I guess, emotionally stunted in a way. Like, I felt a little emotionally starved. Like, he wasn't able to understand me on an emotional level. Okay. And that kind of just messed me up in a mental aspect emotionally.
Okay.
Because I wasn't able to, get across some of those things I was feeling. Like, I would have depressive episodes, I would have manic episodes, and it was like I wasn't able to quite communicate that to him because I was still figuring it out for myself as well.
So have you dealt with that part of your life?
Yeah, it's still an active process, like how I'm doing that now. And even us now, when me and him communicate, like he has adapted to the fact, because like I said, everybody's different in their household. Some people see things different in their household. I'm not used to my dad coddling my mom emotionally or doing that. So it's like I didn't blame her from things like that because that's something that you have to get as you
learn.
Grow.
Yeah.
So, and that was kind of a reason why him and I separated. It was a mutual thing for mental and emotional growth. Like, it did not end on bad terms at all.
Well, that's
it was
good.
We've been together since we was 19 and we broke up when we was 30.
Okay, that's
great. And then 5 years later, then I got into another relationship.
How's that
That
going?
one was very talk about emotions, talk about feelings, and things of that nature. Like I say, that was okay.
That was good. Okay.
The
fidelity
and lying.
So let me ask you a question. The one that you felt more grounded in, tend to be more work because of the fidelity, right? So the guy that you was in with the fidelity and stuff, how much did you really communicate?
A lot, because it would be more so of him bringing up the emotional part. Like even before we even got into a relationship, I remember one day I was in the shower. He was standing at the bathroom mirror and he said something like, "Why you never talk about like what we gonna be, or like us getting in a relationship or something like that?" And I'm just sitting there like, damn, like that has crossed my mind before, but I never said it out loud. And then for him to say it out loud before, it was just like, what the hell? So a lot of times it was like that. It was like you were saying things that I've already thought about, but it's the fact that you said it out loud.
And so that made you like him more.
In a sense,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it made you like him more, and you felt like you could put your guard down a little bit at a time, but at the same time as you put your guard down, he over here cheating.
From the fucking beginning.
So back to communication, because I think that's what a lot of young people don't understand. A lot of people don't like me because I will dissect the situation.
And I love that, because that helps you like to get
there you
deeper
go.
in the thought.
So I feel like a lot of females put sex on the table way too fast. Because if you took the time to actually get to know somebody, it would be more or less of hurt when you step away. Because at the end of the day, if I didn't allow you to get that and you to get that invested in my heart, then therefore I could still like you as a friend, but not like you, not hate you. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So I think with the young generation, you have to start communicating more before we get straight into sex. I understand that men got a thing like, you ain't doing me right now and I'm moving on. But that ain't the dude for you. How about that, chicks? So if a guy, think about this. If you only see a man on the weekend, right? How many weekends in a month? You seen that dude 2 times because you only hung out with him on Saturday. You only had 2 Saturdays in a month and you around here opening legs. So let's look at the days and the time in a month, and then how many times you actually hang out with somebody and how much you really took the time to get to know them. Because 2 months, meaning you only hung out with them 5 times in 2 months when you only hanging out on the weekends. And then you're talking in between, but you're not spending no time together because he's working all the time. And then you working all the time. So be honest, how much time did you actually hang out together before you got your heart broken over something that you invested all the way into when y'all really wasn't spending that much time together from the get-go? And when he was in your area when talking to you, how many times did you text him? Because I feel like with the young generation, you get cheated on more because you're too busy texting.
Wait, are you saying in general? Or
in general, no, not
okay.
yeah, in general, because of all the texting. Because in order to know if Jive is over here doing X, Y, Z, he texting you, dude. I called you. What the hell you texting me for?
Right.
So now let's talk about it, young ladies. If you got time to text me, why you texting this dude back if you just called him? Now who got time to get off the phone? So if I text you, why you didn't answer? So if I called you, why you didn't answer? Instead, you had 10 minutes to send me 5 different sentences through a text. Yeah, there you go, ladies. Mm-hmm. So why is you sitting here responding to a text message that you just called Jive and he didn't have time to answer, but he got time to text?
Like I say, when
flag.
When I say it's so scary out here in the world, and she can be witness to it. When I say it's so
really want to see what
scary,
Mo gotta say.
Like
she went in the cut.
When I say it's so scary out here in the world, like. Niggas be living double fucking lives. When I say this nigga was on me like white on fucking rice, and you would sit there and be like, how the fuck did you find the time
to be with someone?
Oh, I can tell you how to find the time.
And it's like now when you sit and think about it, and it was crazy because one thing I did love about him, he was a letter writer, a note writer. Like he just write stuff out. And I remember we got into it one time, and I just wrote some shit back to him, and I was just clocking shit. I was like, don't think I don't see
that
like
part.
don't think I don't see, like don't think I don't know what time you got for work and what time I see you. Like I know you got stuff that you do after work or whatever like that, but it's like let me clock what I see. Let me clock what I notice. Like don't think, because the old me would have been on your ass. I'd have been a knock you in your shit. I'm
gonna need you not to do that. I don't want you to go to jail. We grown from that, right? You said the old you.
Like the old me, I would have been on your ass. But I'm trying to get grace, because sometimes I see the hurt, I see the confusion, I see the lost, I
Right.
see that everybody's not complete and everybody got problems and demons. And I've been told so many times, I'm a healer, I'm a healer, I'm a healer. And it's like, I see that. And it's like, I'm not going to fault you for being incomplete. I'm not going to fault you for being lost. Or I'm not going to fault you for being incomplete. But it's like, if I'm giving you the grace, if I'm giving you the space, if I'm giving you the opportunity, if I'm giving you the motivation, if I'm trying to breathe life into you, if I'm giving you, you know, an area to come to terms of whatever it is, and then ultimately you burn me, then
I would tell y'all the best way to deal with men who burn you. And if you know that you was on the up and up 100 all the time, let me tell you something. He gonna feel it. You wanna know why? Be honest. Say, look, all I ever was honest with you.
that's it.
See, with men, it only bothered them if you 100% honest with them. But if you get all ghetto and hood on them, they don't care about your feelings. But if you wholeheartedly come to a real man, because again, I tell young women, when you telling me about men, are we dealing with men or boys? Because men are broken, just like we are.
Mm-hmm.
So if you picking up a broken man, it's going to take a hard time for you to fix him.
And it's like, how much grace am I supposed to extend? Because yeah, you admitted your greed in that situation. You admitted to your greed. It was a greedy ass situation. Because if you knew you was dealing in something that you had no plans to go further with, why the fuck even bring me into a situation?
How much homework did you do before you got into the situation?
On him, like
Mhm.
with him.
I mean, so here's the thing, right? And I love this conversation. I think it's dope. Here's the thing. Relationships are not like after school specials, right? Like when you meet somebody, there's a lot of faith that you take. You take a lot of things at their word. A lot of people present themselves to you, and because you don't have any reason to discount them, right? You take people at their word. That's what grace is.
Right?
I took you at your word. You feel what I'm saying? Like you meet some people, men, women, whatever, and they'll tell you their backstory, and you believe them. I mean, you already like them, so they've already, got past the serious stuff, because their story doesn't matter if they're not attractive to you in some way, shape, size, or form. But then if you turn around and then you're like, I have to do all this ginormous homework behind somebody, I'm not. In real life, nobody's doing that.
I am.
Because if I have to
Yeah, I'ma
go,
do my homework.
if I gotta go, if something about you rings an alarm, then I might as well not even do this.
Mm-hmm.
If I gotta go do a whole background check, if I gotta go do all this, man,
Okay, hold
I'm
up.
moving on because I'm
Do
not.
that first.
Not
because
to
I'm not-
interrupt you or nothing, but
Go ahead.
when I say homework, like say if me and you was kicking it, just
Right.
give an example. I need to see if your eyes wander. That's what I mean by the young. If we
Okay.
go out, because they don't do a lot of out and they texting and talking. That's a lot of their issues. Me and you are on a whole nother level
But
of dating.
but so here's the thing though, I'm still outside like
I mean,
slightly.
I understand you outside, but you
But-
would actually communicate and do dinner at home. They are clubbing and trying to. You can't club and still try to get to know somebody at the same time. The dude in the club, he met you in the club. How many women he got numbers from that night?
Mo, what you think? I need to hear something.
Well, Well, to piggyback off of what you were saying, dang, you said a point that I wanted to touch on, but she got me
Homework.
riled up. Okay,
Homework.
homework. I feel like that's something that you do first. You figure
Yeah.
out who you're talking to. Like before I even start talking to you, I need to see where you from, who you been dealing with. Yeah, I'm doing a background check.
Because you might be sleeping with your cousin.
Literally,
Like,
the,
what
ci-
you
the
was
city
talking
is so
about. Yeah, what?
small.
You better start asking questions.
But one thing
Who
about
you-
me, I don't date. I don't date guys that's from Savannah. Like since I've been an adult, I've never gotten into a
So
relationship.
where you
So
get
to
your
see
guys from, girl, off a boat?
Outskirts.
My,
She
my
said off
first
a
one
boat.
was
Like
from
I didn't know we still
Atlanta.
had slavery on this motherfucker. She said
No.
shit off the boat,
They both- they
nigga.
are
I
not
thought we
native-
didn't do
they're
that.
Not
no more.
native Savannah at all.
Okay, well, that's good. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I mean,
City too small.
Yeah, so it's like they're not native.
See, that's why you got to do your homework.
I think as men, we are wired to be risk takers, and because we're risk takers, you have to have a lower
Standard?
threshold for you call it standard.
Yeah, that's standard.
Because it's like y'all are pretty. All right, let's see what's happening. Like let's roll the motherfucking dice and see what happens. Women, y'all are like much more protected. This is why my theory is women are for preservation and men are for perseverance. Women are always trying to preserve themselves, their beauty, their youth, their health, whatever. And men are always outside risking it. This is why we get into the jobs that we get into. The stuff that's more riskier, the stuff that gets the scars that they say chicks dig, right? Chicks dig scars, but you got to go through something. You got to persevere. So you got to take a risk. Like the job that I do, it's mundane as fuck, but I got cuts all over my body. There's days I go home bleeding and I don't know that I'm bleeding until I get in the shower.
Hard working man.
And I'd be like, God damn, what the fuck? Like, when did that happen? I went the whole day.
But
Or
see,
somebody has to walk behind me and go, hey, yo, you're bleeding.
They don't make men like you no more. See, you always saying, well, they don't make women like. I see so many men that don't like to get their hand dirty. I don't. I'm a country girl.
I don't see that
I want
either.
your hand dirty. I like
when I'm
a man
up at 4:30 in the morning.
Dirty.
When I'm up at 4:30 in the morning, do you know who I see? Nothing but me. And all the high visibility, this, that, and the third. They on the side of the highway. They in the grass. They in the dirt. They under buses. They under vehicles.
Oh, jail people.
And no.
That's what.
We out here doing that work, but this is what I was saying. Like, a lot of that work doesn't get. Nobody wants to be Mrs. Trash Collector. Nobody wants to be Mrs. Mechanic. Nobody wants to be Mrs. Plumber. Everybody wants.
I beg to differ. I didn't been a mechanic. I was just a mechanic. I was an aircraft mechanic.
What you talking about?
At Gulfstream, sure was.
See, we like them. Get your hands dirty.
Well, okay, everybody in this room is different. But outside, I've been outside. They hear. Look, I've been a mechanic for as long as I've been an adult. You know what I'm saying? And the only thing that ever helped me do was get more clients. Because the minute they find out you're a mechanic, now everybody got a car problem. And I'm like, I don't know. I just
you had all kinds of girls coming to your house get their car.
And I'm also not one of them dudes who's going to let you give me what they call a wet check. And
what's that?
Like, I don't got the money on me right now.
Oh, she ain't got the money? That's what they call.
Like, can I pay in another way?
You paying coochie or something?
What?
Exactly.
Oh,
Mechanic you is.
Oh,
I got to pee.
I learned something new. You got the headphones on.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, my God. I'm done with that one.
The wet check. Wow.
Wait, hold on, Dive. You a
So you saying
mechanic?
you do accept wet checks?
Oh, you do?
No, I do not.
Oh.
Never done that.
Job, you could work on a cargo van.
Yes.
I got a cargo van that needs some fixing.
See? This is what I'm talking
It ain't gonna be a wet check. Oh my gosh, you that
Fucking screaming.
But it's like in real life, like that dirty profession, we're in such an arrogant state, I think, as black people. Everybody wants to do who has like the office job, who has the CEO type, who's the entrepreneur type. And the cat who's out here like 9 to 5 gets shitted on.
I beg to differ, Jive. I get what you're saying, majority. But I think I had the quarter zip man. Yeah. And Jive, I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
I need a hands-on man. I have a lot of businesses. I have a house that needs to be worked on most times. And that quarter zip dude, he didn't like to get his hands dirty.
I'm so upset. You just kind of like. You just kind of slid
like,
that
man.
there right there.
She did. She just slid that in real smooth.
She did.
Yeah, she
That in
did.
there real smooth. The fact that he know quarter zip is crazy. We done been around you too long.
You think? Look, I'm older than you, not ancient. I know what
He be
shit-
knowing the trends and he be up on
He
game.
be listening. He be listening to hard.
I gotta figure out what's going on around here.
Yeah.
He be listening to hard side conversations.
Yeah,
But quarter zip can't do nothing for me.
so I'm. But for the most part,
Yeah.
like when you're doing the job that I do, you know what I'm saying? Like I've literally been days where I looked at my hands and been like, yo, after all these years, I still got all my fingers. It's crazy.
It's a blessing.
Like because of what I do, you know what I'm saying? I got scars on my body that are never gonna go anywhere because of what I do. And then when you hear and maybe this is a miscommunication because of what social media does, and maybe y'all can help. What you hear on social media, what you hear from a lot of the loudest people in the room, is that the bus driver ain't it, the mechanic ain't it, the dude who worked for somebody else ain't it. You feel me? I'm gonna help you. I got you. Let me help you out. that he ain't it. The dude who owns the business, the dude who's the entrepreneur, the dude who owns. You just hear the word own, and then it seems to be what turns people on. So here you are, like I'm just a regular person trying to make a living like everybody else. And it feels like when women hear the word regular, they hear average, and when they hear the word average, they hear nothing special. So then it's like, yo,
But you're like broke or something.
which I believe is like the hard R. Like in the black community, I feel like the word broke is synonymous with the word nigger, like nigger,
Oh my
like
God.
when they be like, oh, he's just a broke nigga, like that is you're basically dehumanizing a person because it's not that he's broke, it's just he doesn't have lavish, disposable income. Like he might have to tell you, wait till payday, and don't nothing turn. You know what I'm saying? In my experience,
Ain't nothing dry up a coochie more than waiting until payday.
Please be
I
honest
ain't
with
gonna
me.
lie, yeah.
Yeah, see, look. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't on their level. I can wait to payday. I got my own money. So if you got borrow my money, payday, give it back. I'm good. Long as you got the job to give me my money back.
You know what I'm saying? Like as much as I earn and I try to be as there's still times I have to be like, yo, I got a plan. That's just real life.
Yeah.
Like I can, but I can't the second I have the idea. Yeah, let's go do that. That 5-figure idea that you have right now. Let's go do that right now. And if I can't do it right now, then I'm less of a man to you.
Oh, that's messed
You feel me?
up.
Yeah.
No, I don't feel you.
Like, dog, you know what I'm saying? I need you to be able to spend $12,000 right now. Well, I mean, if you let me structure some shit, I could probably work some shit out.
That's not
And,
even
and you
realistic.
like,
Right.
no, if it ain't today, you not the type of nigga I need. And they gone.
That's fucked up.
So I got a question for y'all because y'all younger than me and Jive. Like, so if a guy has a house but no car, would you still talk to him?
It's harder to get a house than a car.
There
Yeah,
you go. So
seriously.
that's what I'm trying to see. You have a lot of young ladies missing out on blessings
You
because you're looking for the
crazy?
wrong stuff.
Hell yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And then, like in my generation, we weren't quick to just leave a situation real fast. Does that make sense?
Mm.
This generation that me and Jive is living in is like, as soon as stuff get bad, you ready to jump ship. That's why I feel like a lot of the young black girls don't have no relationships because you're too easy to jump ship.
I don't know about
Everybody go
everybody.
through things. You know what I'm saying? Even us as females. Men go through things and we go through things. If you're going to be a team, be a team.
Right.
That's
You know
real.
what I'm saying?
That's right.
I had to
But-
learn that.
Yeah, because I see that a lot of young ladies jump ship right off
It's
the
the
rip.
I think it's the I ain't gonna say that because I'm not like that. But if I had to say it's the women when it comes to physical stuff, and it's the men when it comes to emotional stuff. Jumping.
I
ship.
need you to expand on that because I think you're doing a good thing. But expand.
Okay,
Like, what do you
yeah,
mean?
'cause-
What do you mean? What do you mean?
So, like I said, when it comes to relationship issues, problems, mental, emotional, stuff get hard. Like I said, the fidelity thing,
Right.
da 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 da. When that gets hard, men jump ship because in their mind, I think I said this the other day. It's easier for them to be who they are to a new person when that person doesn't
Know
know
them.
what they are.
I
for
literally
real.
said this to somebody like,
And so, speaking,
Go ahead.
since you're the only man here, I have a question for that. Why is it that men feel like, okay, you can leave us if you're the cheater? Oh well, y'all cheat with emotion. We not cheating. We just having sex. Well, for us as
first of all, they're
women,
liars. But go ahead.
sex is cheating. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna just
They
say
lie.
we emotional cheaters? We fall in love with the dude.
Shit, they
Y'all
do
just
both.
having pussy.
They're lying.
Like what in the world? Are you
They do
serious?
both.
Just like I explained to Job the other day, like side piece, you cannot sit here and say, like if your homegirl say, "What's up with you
Ain't
and
none of my
Job?"
homegirls can be side people.
and then
Don't
you
that.
say, "Hey, shit, ain't nothing up with us," because I'm trying to understand the young generation with that. We good, ain't nothing with us.
Yeah.
So if you tell me y'all good and ain't nothing with you, how come I'm the messed up friend? You see what I'm saying? Because I saw something this man was bringing to the table that you didn't want. You rather used him, and I saw him to be a good man.
Right.
So now we out here letting friends use men. But what about y'all clique? Look, I ain't been in a clique where I don't check my own friend.
Mhm.
Like if you got a good dude and I know you out here doing some crazy stuff,
I'ma
I'm
check you
checking my
about it.
homegirl.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I see a lot of this. So you want the boy to get dogged while your homegirl cheat on him? Because I'm a little lost right now.
I mean, okay. So you said a bunch of things.
Right, a lot of topics to touch on.
Like you
Because
said a
I
lot
have
of
to
things.
give it to you all.
Yeah,
at
yeah,
one
yeah.
time.
So, as men, so I'm not gonna say it needs to be grace. There has to be some education that has to happen. I'll say it this way. As women, you're introduced to a plethora of advancements earlier on in life, right? By the time you're 16, grown men and young men and everything in between are making advances to you.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So by the time you're 27, 28, you're schooled in it.
Exactly.
You understand it. But if I didn't come into that until I was 35, I'm 16. All these women are just now making themselves available to me. I'm starting to make money. I'm starting to carry myself differently. I may be in the shape that I need to be in. I'm fully developed. I'm all the things. And now I'm getting the same respect that you got at 16. So now here you are, my age. Like, why are you doing this? It's stupid. Yeah, I was doing the shit you was doing at 16, but I'm 35.
And that's what a lot of
And,
these young girls
you don't
gotta
understand,
learn.
I just got here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like if you look at a buffet, right? You got that buffet at 16 and you ate too much, you got sick, a lot of stuff happened. Now you're like, nah, yeah, it's a buffet, but I'm really just on my diet. I got a diet now.
Mhm.
So you could look at that buffet and look at it and go, nah, but I'm restrictive.
So I'm just gonna eat the
But
salad
I
bar.
just got to this buffet and I've been starving every day since. Before that, I just got here and I'm looking at all this food like, this is how y'all eating in here? Yo, I'm about to tear up everything in here. And you're like, why would you eat that? That's not good for you. But you know what I'm saying? But there's a difference between a diet and starving. You know what I'm saying? A diet is starving for a purpose. Like no, I couldn't eat.
Didn't I tell you that don't mean drop your pole and everybody hole?
Eh,
Now you can't ask us to
Damn.
be around here being understanding.
So-
you dropping poles and
Thank-
So
everybody
then,
hole.
Thank
and
you,
then,
Lord.
so
Thank
then,
you.
now all these women are making themselves available to us at a stretch, especially with social media. That's just unnatural. There's no way. Like, you remember that dude, the dude who went to jail, was the light skinned cat, and he was like prison bae. And
Fine,
he-
dude.
yeah, and then all of a sudden he was like showing everybody like his DMs, miles of women making themselves available to him. There's no other point in history that's ever been true. How do you expect somebody to cope with that?
But do you understand? that
Especially
guys-
the person who has been taught that you have to seek a woman in order to find her. And now every woman who's ever saw your pictures in your inbox.
But they
presenting
got no
themselves to you.
self-esteem, though.
And no discernment.
Yeah, that right there. You got to understand that even us as women, you got strong-minded women. Like you say,
Yeah.
all of us are different. But then you got a lot of women chasing men with low self-esteem. So if they even come in their way, like look at how many black women getting bankrupted by the African people. You know what I'm saying? All the way overseas. Because they old behinds ain't never had no man, the whole African dude on their phone all day. Hey, beautiful. Hey, look, I got some Nigerian people on my phone right now I had to delete. You done friend request me. You got 10 friends. I already knew you some fake stuff with 10 friends.
Mm-hmm.
And then half of the friends I see is my cousins that's old, and you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, they around here checking for these African dudes who bleeding them dry and stuff. You can't be doing all that.
I mean, well, so what does that mean? To me, it
Low
means
self-esteem.
it's not low self-esteem. Like, we're humans, and we're looking for validation because that's how you find out if you're human or not. It's if other humans validate your humanity. And there's certain ways we do that. Some people do it with their labor. Some people do it with their sexuality. Some people do it with their talents. I happen to do it in a couple of ways. I happen to be a mechanic. I happen to be a performing artist. I happen to have this podcast. These are ways in which I'm seeking social validation. I'm not a hunter spider. I don't live by myself in the wilderness and only meet to mate and then go back about my business. I need people. That doesn't make me less. It doesn't make me weak. It makes me a human being. You know who is really fucked up outside? You ever seen these homeless people outside?
Yes.
Who are they talking to? Themselves. Why? Because they didn't have nobody else to talk to. They had created somebody.
That's not
And then go into a whole conversational realm.
Crazy.
And they sound crazy, but you know what they say? 99% of the problems that are with homeless people is lack of community. That's where they have the mental break. That's why they call solitary confinement human torture, because the mind breaks without connections to humans. This is what we are. I need you. I need you. And it doesn't hurt my ego to go, I need somebody. I don't need the drama. I don't need the bullshit. I don't need all that. But I do need. And in our culture, we're so arrogant and so class conscious that the idea of necessity fucks up your ego. I don't need no nigga for nothing. Oh, really? And then we're at the age we're starting to see all these I don't need a niggas running to church trying to find a good nigga. You spent all your 20s and all your 30s and your mid 40s convincing everybody in the world that you ain't need a motherfucker until it started mattering. Until there was not enough niggas to ignore. You don't have enough niggas to ignore anymore. There's like 4 niggas left. You better pick. Or you about to be real fucked up real soon.
Not really, because you should start picking yourself. I think this generation also should start loving themselves first.
I mean, that's a part of the
people
process.
That do not love themselves first. You want to put your insecurity on jive. Now, he's good in life. You chose me. Then you need to be good. I didn't get married to inherit somebody else's problem. I got married to having a companionship, just like relationships. Y'all can't keep getting in relationships and expecting me to heal you. I'm sorry. I don't think.
What does heal mean?
Okay,
I want to hear one of the ladies. What do y'all? What does heal mean?
I really, if they want to.
I really like. This is a question. I don't even do this, but I even went to what's that thing called?
What?
Chat GPT. I even went to that. I was like, yo, what the fuck does heal mean?
I don't really understand get it either when they say I'm healing.
You need to heal. I'm like, what?
Only you can grow. That's to me. People can put things in all kind of way you want to. You know you. So you know what you willing to put up with. You know what is too much and not enough. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people stay in relationships for selfish reasons. You can sit here and say, well, that dude was bad, but what was you getting out of it? He might have had money. You knew he was cheating on you, but you liked his money. So everybody got motives for something. You getting cheated on because you like money? You see what I'm saying? Or, you just don't know his sex good. So he can have 10 girls because his dick good. Ain't no dick that good. I'm sorry. You got to give me some serious good dick for me around here sharing shit, polyamorous, and you cheating over here and I'm still screwed. Ain't no dick that good.
So, Mo, Nick, what does healing mean? Like, help the old people out. We in the room. We ain't knowing.
I really loved her point where she said, that, like, you can't heal. You only can grow. I feel like healing is growing.
Mm-hmm. It's like coming into acceptance of yourself, saying, hey, I got this problem, or hey, this is an issue. It's like recognizing your self-awareness and deciding, am I going to do something about this, or am I going to keep making an excuse for my behavior because of this? And it's like, granted, none of us, it's not our fault of some of the trauma that we've been through or that we've endured, but it is our responsibility to navigate through that, to heal from it, to figure out how that affects us, how that changed our mental, and how we can process that, because a lot of us don't process trauma, and that in turn affects how we navigate through the world. And when you say you get into a relationship to heal somebody, like I said, I was doing, it's like, hey, I see you. I recognize you. I'm not faulting you. I'm accepting you for who you are, what you are, your damage. Like, I see you. And it's like, what do you want to do about that?
There you go.
And that's what I was trying to do. But
you love hard. A lot of us do.
Yeah.
I'm admit I'm a love hard type chick.
I'm definitely a love hard.
You know what I'm saying? I wear my heart on my sleeve. And if I see a man going through something that I truly care about, like she's saying, all I can do is try to help you. But if you're going to drag me while I'm trying to help you, you know what I'm saying? Even like I put a post today saying, good girls get damaged
Yes.
from men because you don't want to deal with your own
Yes.
insecurity.
Yes.
I love you. You keep throwing, oh, them niggas over there like you. I see how they, but I don't
Yes.
like
Ooh,
them.
damn.
You putting so much
my God.
energy in our relationship off of other people when I only see you. My
Mhm.
homeboys are, oh shit, you need to wait something else. My niggas be looking at your ass. Well, don't you need to check your
You
niggas?
need to check them.
You need to check them if I'm all for you, dude. Like, what is really going on with the men? You don't want it. Then now you drove me away. You know what I'm saying? Because I was, you got more security than I do. Oh, well, man, you don't want a nigga because he ain't got a car. I got a car, you stupid motherfucker. I drive.
We
What
gonna
is
get
you
to it.
mad
We gotta
for?
go.
Like,
So,
what are we doing
so
right
here's a funny
now?
thing, right? Like, I love this, but I this is this is beautiful conversation. Please, audience, how you feel? They love it. I think the audience loves it. They love what they're hearing. Nah, so it's funny to hear y'all say this because I've never been a person who hasn't had those things, right? Because I've always understood that it's gonna take those things to be attractive. I'm gonna have to have myself put together. I'm going to have things. I'm going to have to be able to project competence in order to maintain the attention that I want. And I see that all this forgiveness and all this space is made for a certain subset of black men that's another subset of black men don't experience at all, right? I think that's one of the biggest complaints is the exceptions to the rules, right? That's what a double standard is. It's not one standard and then you break it and then you have another standard. It's two standards existing simultaneously. So the good guy has to have it together, has to have all his ducks in a row, has to be emotionally intelligent, emotionally available, blah 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 blah. But then that guy that you're describing, he's allowed to be fragile. He's allowed to be immature in some ways, but the dick is good or the money is long and this that and the third. And so then now you're watching, I like you, he likes you, but he got the fast pass and I got to sit in line, this proverbial line anyway, and wait for when you're ready for me.
That's a real
But
thing.
but when he shows up because his hood credibility, street cred, whatever, says something more to you than the miles of expectations that I heard and said, yo, she says she needs a man who had his shit together, who has a plan, who has his da 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 da. So let me go get my shit together,
Yeah,
get my plan.
That right there.
And then while I'm going to get my plan, Joe Schmo over here, who ain't got no plan, just got good dick and some drug money, is up front and present. And I come back with my plan, I come back with my proposal, I come back with the da 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 da. And now I gotta wonder if even though you've accepted me, did you accept just me? Because with a double standard, you accepted me for my reason, you accepted him for his. And then now he has a soft spot. You have a soft spot for him and his brokenness. So now he's able to play that and go, oh, I'm always down and don't nobody want to support me. And you didn't already have sex. The soul ties are there. All this other stuff is going on. And now I'm walking in the building like, yo, I'm just off of what you said you needed.
I want you. I want the man that was all for what I said I needed, and I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna need you to do you.
But so listen, to be fair, you're in your 40s, and you have this mind now.
But that was
But
always my mind
but
at
if you
her
were but
age,
if you
though.
were but if you were in your 20s, like let's be 100. You know what I'm saying? Like there are too many dope boys with multiple kids. There are too many niggas in jail with multiple kids, multiple women, for us to not be in the situation we're in. There's too many uh, 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 women who are complaining about these niggas. If I believe women, which y'all say we should do,
Mhm.
believe women in their complaints, I heard you and I listened. And then I looked over at what you're complaining about and I go, well, why? If you are using a Corvette to haul lumber when that's what a pickup truck is
It's
supposed
for-
to do, and then you're mad at the Corvettes, all these Corvettes ain't shit, but that's not what they're built for. I'm built for what you're trying to do, but you don't like me because you can't show up to the club in a pickup truck. You can't show up to your homegirls and look what I got. So I don't look the way you want to be able to sort of be fashionable with, but I'm structural. But structural isn't attractive. So now you got all these Corvette niggas out here running around, promise you they can haul your lumber, and you know they can't. But you want to believe because most niggas are not good liars. Women are good believers.
It's
Y'all
material.
believe like nobody's business.
If they like you enough, they lie to themselves.
But what about materialistic? But here's the materialistic thing. You got too many women that too materialistic. That's why their heart's getting broke. I've never been a materialistic type of chick. So drug money ain't gonna move me when I got my own.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If you got a lot of women sitting around here and you only depending on their money, then yes, any drug nigga gonna get you. But when you looking at somebody that like you, Jive, who's working and say, I'm out here doing this, she can't wait because she already don't work. See, you trying to put all those women in one box like the same the dudes. We around here got jobs, so I can wait on the dude that got to do the work to get to me. The chick who can't wait is the one who ain't got no job and no money.
Mm-hmm.
She too busy getting government assistance and food stamp. She can't wait. I can. I got my own job, my own house, my own everything. But I want a real man who got standards and got his stuff together. So instead of me depending on a man to do everything for me, I got me. And guess what? And if I get the right man, I got you and me, bro. I got us.
Yeah.
We a team. We ain't a team if I'm over here being lazy and you only bringing the money. That's what men got to understand. No, all of us are not the same. And then you say, oh, it's a few in between. No, there's about 50% of us women the same. You give me 100, I'm going to tell you 50 of us is good. And 50 of us got food stamp, Medicaid, and can't pay for shit. 50 of us, we're great.
Mo, what do you think?
How you put me on the spot like
Yeah,
Because
like that,
because
girl.
Nick been talking, you know what I'm saying? She been,
And yeah, she been quiet the whole time.
and I'm trying to
I'm
trying to
taking
bring
it in. I'm taking it all in. Y'all.
Which like what have you heard so far? Like it's been a lot being said.
It is a lot.
And I've been
being
seeing
said.
because I'm watching the camera. I've seen your eyebrows go up and down. Like,
She
like so I know you're listening. So I know you ain't
so I
knocked
want to
out.
hear your side too. I'm
Yeah.
interested.
Okay, so to touch back on what y'all was saying, so Jive, you was basically saying you can't fathom why the women are choosing the men that don't have everything together over the guy that does have it together. I think that subconsciously women, we could be intimidated by those men that do have it together sometimes. We might not choose them because maybe we don't have it together. Maybe we don't have the car. Maybe we don't have the money. Maybe mentally we may not be there to be able to support this man mentally, physically. And a lot of women won't say that. And I speak from experience. I did have a man that had it all together, but me, I couldn't handle him. I couldn't support him. And I would never tell him that, but now I know, like, wow, I was never going to be able to be that rock for you. Like, you had it all together. You know what I'm saying? To touch on what you were saying as far as, you have everything together. You have the car, you don't need to wait for him to have his money together. I done lost my train of thought. It's a lot of
you was cooking too. I was like,
because everybody has so much to say. As a young woman, I'm learning to deprogram because I program my mind to be like, oh no, you gotta be the provider. You gotta come with the money. If I want to be at home, I could be at home, and that's not realistic in today's time. Like, I was so gun ho about that, but being a woman that has her own, I have my own money. I don't have to wait till payday either. So I feel that. I resonate with that.
Okay, so when you say it's not like when it was, it is. Even if a man is got his own or he's struggling, you got to understand we are African American people and we've been through a lot, so we can battle a lot. Relationships don't stand the test of time because we won't put in the work. You know what I'm saying? We give up too fast. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to jump from dude to dude, you're never going to be happy.
Yeah.
Because either I can see you where you at, and I can understand some of the black men are broken because if they told you their real feelings, you'd be like, shit, he ain't nothing but a bitch because he cried. So you black women got to understand that when a black dude trying to beef on
You black people is crazy.
That is
Yeah.
real
I was
crazy.
just like-
that is
Yo.
insane.
Us black-
And I was
Yo.
I was like, oh,
Yo.
nigga.
black people.
Yo,
How
you
we-
black
Let me
people.
tell you.
Are
Let
you
me tell you why I
Dominicans? Like, what
say
is?
Let me
I
tell
know
you why I say it
black.
like that when I say you black people.
Yo.
Because I got a friend that'll say, like, they'll use nigga fluently, and I don't like that word. See where I'm going?
Mm.
And then we get offended when somebody else calls us the word, but we say it all day long. So me and Jive know that we bump heads when it comes to that because what I feel like we do as black people and then get offended by it doesn't make sense to me. I don't go around calling my black girlfriends bitches. See where I'm going?
Mm.
But then we can bitch each other, but if somebody you didn't like call you a bitch, you want to fight.
I mean,
Black
because
people got to help me understand a lot of
That's
that
our
ignorance.
code.
Who code? It ain't
group
mine, though.
group cultures, like every culture has a right to create boundaries. I don't have to make sense to you at all. I called her my nigga. You not us.
Period.
That's all you need to know. How can you do that? Not because you not us.
Yep, right.
No.
That's
I
all
mean,
you- like,
I
so
get
there's
that part, but why
language-
be offended,
So
though?
there's
You see what
language,
I'm saying?
yeah,
It's-
because
No, I'm
because
saying
there is
from other people. Like,
Right,
even if
because-
another black girl called you the B word, you see what I'm saying?
okay,
Depending
okay.
on how she
okay.
gives it out to you, you're offended. But if you're going to use it in everyday language, what give you the right to be
Because we
offended?
have to
That's
understand
just like in
Context.
relationships,
that.
right?
There you go. Say it again.
Context?
Context
Right, but
matters.
if I'm not
Because
a
if I
cheater,
go-
I'm not gonna cheat on you either. That's why I say you can't ask for one thing
Okay.
and then do the same. If you don't like people cheating on you, how do you become the cheater?
Exactly.
So same
Okay.
thing. If you
Piss
don't
me
want
off.
nobody to call you out your
What?
name, yeah. If you don't want nobody to call you out your name, then how can you call somebody out their name and then be 10 toes high when somebody do it to you? Look, I'm not putting out in the air is all I'm saying what I don't like happened to me. We grew up and we was taught do treat people the way you want to be treated.
Mhm.
All of us was raised the same way. We can't keep standing on culture. I am standing on culture. What my grandparents taught me is how I live. You got some of y'all saying, "Oh, that ain't how we." That's how we was raised. Just
But
like,
but we. This is because
go
first of all,
back.
I'm not even down south like that. So
See how he picks sides.
you know what I'm saying?
See how he just jump ship.
But I'm not. But I've been down here long enough to see it. But no, that's not. It's not universal. You feel me? Especially when there's an epidemic of single parenthood. You have a lot of people who learned how to be adults because their parents, they had to step in for their parents. There's a lot of older siblings that had to be fathers and mothers to sisters and brothers. You feel what I'm saying? There's a lot of us who had to figure it out. We had to take what we had because not because our parents were necessarily horrible human beings. They were overworked and underpaid. They were, you know what I'm saying? And so they had to figure something out. And some of the stuff that got in was not the right thing. You know what I'm saying? But it's in here now. You know what I'm saying? So like the word nigga, right? There's
Oh my God,
45,000 ways to say the word nigga. And if you are in this culture, I know what you mean.
Yep.
I know exactly what you mean.
Hard R.
Like if you be like, hey, yo, my nigga, what's happening? I'm like, oh, what's happening? This nigga. You know what I mean. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you do. Don't. You ain't got a cap for the cam.
You already know I don't be capping.
You don't got a cap for the cam. But you have to understand nuance. That's what language is. It's denotation and connotation. The context tells you what I mean. I don't desire to call any woman a bitch. It's just not what I do. Right? But when women call each other bitch, I don't go, that's not fair. Because when if I call you a bitch, you'd be all mad. And it's just like, no, that's that's women's in group, that's women's safe space, and they have a right inside of their safe space to do whatever the fuck they're gonna do.
But that's what
It
I'm saying,
doesn't
that's not
matter how
all
I feel
women,
about it
though.
because that's for them. And if she said, look, I don't give a fuck about black, white, woman, man, nobody calls me a bitch, then that's you get to do that.
There you go. That's all I'm saying.
But you do understand you live in a culture. Don't act like you don't see it. Don't act like you don't understand. You can disagree, but don't act like you have like a dysfunction of understanding because you disagree. You disagree because you don't like it.
Mm.
But you have to understand you understand how it works. I just don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I understand what they're doing. It's not for me. And I made peace with that. She'd be like, "Oh, bitch." Like I might play with it and call myself a bad bitch because I am a bad bitch. But
What?
but so I'm a whole single mother in these streets. You ain't gonna take my shit from me. But that's just playing with it, right? And there's some safety that has to happen between us as Black people. I can't treat everybody like an atomized human being, and there's no in group. There's nothing. There's no culture that insulates us. Other cultures have their words. When you hear, I've heard gay people call themselves words I'm not gonna repeat to themselves, and they call themselves all kinds of F bombs, da 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 da. But that's for them. And when I hear it, I'm like, oh shit, y'all tripping. But I'm not about to go in. Yeah, now it's my turn. It's not for me.
Yeah,
and that's
It's not
fair.
fair, yeah.
Because everybody gets to use language in an ironic fashion in order to because what it does is everybody understands. Like us at our job, we make a lot of it. This is like the historical trauma of it. We all make slave jokes all the time.
Who does that?
Me and people at my job. We do.
You
We
do?
put our hat in our hands and go, "Yes, the boss. I gets right on it
Oh,
now."
no.
Yeah.
And we do that. But we understand I'm not a slave catcher and I'm not an owner, but we understand our condition and we play with it. And then sometimes we have a serious conversation about the history because we have a shared something.
Mhm.
And if I'm not safe enough to do that with my brother, then who the fuck am I safe enough? Because it's in here and it's poison and I got to get it out.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So maybe they're using the word bitch it's cathartic. It's something that's healing at the same time. Because I need to know I'm not the only one that sees this. I'm not the only one that understands what's happening to me. And if somebody can go, all right, boy, you better get on that and be like, all right, so you see me. You see what's going on over here. And I need that. Because again, that's validation. That's how I know I'm human.
Make you feel safe.
I'm alive. There you go.
I guess maybe I ain't gonna never feel that because, like I said, growing up, my grandfather them was those Black people. You see what I'm saying? We got gardens, we got chickens. That's just how I grew up. I'm not city. You see what I'm saying? So even though I may be Black and I'm not city, we just didn't grow up using no words. We got nicknames. See what I'm saying? So there's a big difference from me calling you the B word or the N word when we, country people, give different names. Like they go Netta and you know what I'm saying? Bubba Joe and all kinds of stuff. Uncle Boy. So see, we got other names besides calling you out your name. So when I hear Black people say, oh, well, that's just no, because when I grew up, people had nicknames. And so instead of calling you out your name and what your mama gave you, guess what we did? Gave you a new one name, right or wrong. So when you choose to call people out their name, that's fine. I'm just not on that category because me growing up, my grandparents gave nicknames. So instead of you be called the name that your mama or daddy gave you, we gave you something else based on who you was growing up. So if you like to eat dirt or you piss your pants or you shitty, you just shitty. Like everybody had something. I mean, y'all right here just giving people bitches.
Oh,
and
God.
then now look at the crackhead. So we can sit here and downplay our own races and call back the fat, which you don't like, fat and skinny and crackhead and bald head. So why we can't call Jenny, Jackie, or the drunk on the street, you know what I'm saying? Oh, they go such and such and drunk this one and that. We gave it back. You see what I'm saying? My thing is, I didn't get out my culture. A lot of Black people did. You got the wino that be by the liquor store at the store. We grew up like that, but you had nicknames. Nobody called you bitches like my mama them growing up. They all had nicknames. They didn't go around calling each other bitch.
So let me ask you this question. First, I'm gonna ask the young upstarts over here. When y'all hear the word bitch, like
Yeah.
They cool with it.
y'all cool with it because
Until
Time
because you
Context.
understand context.
Context.
I might
Right,
be
right,
like,
right.
"Bitch," or,
Hey, bitch, why you ain't
Like,
answering the phone? You see
bitch.
me call you.
right.
Okay, I'm glad you said it. So when the kids start saying bitch, then the mama say, "Who you are bringing this into conversation." That's what I'm saying. You
But I
got
mean,
your
I
kids
also
say
have
around the
but I
kids,
also have
but
a
they
first
do it
name
all
that
the
my children
time.
are not allowed to use.
What?
Like I have a first name.
Your kids can't call you by your name.
What?
Yeah, no.
Thank you.
My
I
kids
was just proving a point. Mine
yeah,
can't
no,
either.
my
It's all
children
about
can
respect.
my children cannot call me by my first name, and that's my God-given name. My name is Dad.
Thank you. So
That's my name.
all I'm saying.
Right.
So you going around letting your friends
But
call
if
you
they
out your name?
they do it in an ironic fashion, right? And then we laugh. Like if they called dad 5 times and I didn't hear them,
I was just gonna say that.
and then they go Anthony, and I'm like, hold up, and then
Thank
they go,
you.
But you
yeah,
heard me
That's how
though.
you
yeah, but you heard me, and I'm like, she was calling my name,
But you
but you didn't. I didn't. Okay, well then, what's going on? Like, what did I? So then I understand context. It's
Okay.
not some immovable force. Like, so if she was just like, God, that nigga though, I know what she means. I'm not insulted.
Yeah, no, I don't know what you mean.
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
about to correct my child. Just like when I call her name and she say, "Hon," who you hon? Guess what? My daughter need to correct that right then and there. We expecting our kids to be one way, and y'all okay with a lot of things. And
Because but there's different
and
there's
then we
different
looking at the
languages out there.
generation and saying, "Oh my God, look at these kids." It's the young kids that's killing each other now. It's the young kids that's on the news, and for us to set examples, no, we can't keep moving like that. What y'all think is enlightenment and funny and cute and all this stuff, that's not what these young kids are picking up. Just like the videos I was sending you, I'm looking at a little girl who's shaking her ass and got to be about 5 on a TikTok video with another little girl that looked like she 11. And we're letting kids do these things because we're role models. Y'all got podcasts. These kids can see this stuff. So if we don't talk about things that can change stuff and keep saying things okay, I'm sorry, I don't agree with it. It's just not okay for what we trying to build. If we want our kids to be different, how we trying to brand stuff in the things we talking about is not good for our own society. We're just in here for entertainments and how many likes and how many. We not changing nothing.
I mean, I don't disagree with that. I mean, but I think that there are conversations like this that are kind of dope. They're messy, they're muddy, they're difficult. You know, there's like I wouldn't say generations, but there's 2-3 different age groups in here, and there's different understandings based on what they've come to understand, what was normal for them when they came up. So if you grew up closer to an older dynamic, then yeah, you're gonna take in those people because you respect them, you love them, and what they're telling you, you hear. But I didn't grow up with that. They didn't grow up with that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't, I heard nigga all the damn time.
I hear too, but that don't mean I'm putting it in my vocabulary. That's why I'm not saying that I didn't grow up with these things. We got choices. And our choices is what makes us as people. Again, I'm not a follower. So if I go around doing everything she did or say everything, doesn't that make me a follower, right?
No, but here's
So
the thing. Here's the thing. There are children, like, I don't know if you guys know who Trevor Noah is. He's a comedian.
Yeah.
I don't.
He speaks multiple languages.
Yeah.
Right? Multiple African languages at that, right? And in order to be fluent in those languages, you don't have to just know the words. You have to know the context of the language.
Mhm.
So he's able to speak in context, in languages, 4, 5, and 6 different languages, right? We act like we don't know how to code switch between homeboys and my mama.
There you go. That right.
So
there.
then, yeah, when I'm with my homeboys, nigga this, nigga that, nigga this, nigga that. But when I talk to my mother, I know how to talk to my mother. I know how to talk to my children. I know how to talk to my boss. I use different languages all day long.
Yep.
I'm not confused when I switch, right? I'm not confused when the police officer calls me a nigga and my homeboy calls me a nigga. I know what both of these people mean, and it's not the same word.
Right.
And that's the problem.
So then but it's not a problem. It's an understanding of dynamic. I have a dynamic understanding of my reality. I understand all of these languages. I had to. To be black is to understand white language better than white people understand white language because it's a survival method. To understand black men, there's always that low-level sense of violence. So when a nigga be like, hey, yo, man, I know you. You be like, oh, yeah, from where? Or, nigga, I know you. Oh, no, nigga, you don't know me. I know what that means. Same words, different context.
Or like you good?
You good?
You good.
Okay, but if you don't.
Yeah, or like if I call my mans up and I know he holding like that, hey, yo, you good? Hey, what you need? I'm not asking about his general state of health.
But you're not teaching. You see what I'm saying? But you're not teaching that, though. See, you and me know that. You just said me and you know those contents. But people coming up don't know that. So at the end of the day, Not
Yeah, they do.
but not
Yes, they do.
You ain't go. Look, I be having too many conversations with young men in their 20s and girls in their 20s.
They're
and
illiterate.
People in their 30s.
Sorry.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying.
Right, I'm
illiterate, so I'm like,
We've been talking about that.
yeah,
We've been
talking about that.
We talked about that
Everybody
earlier.
Right now, like I be telling them all the time, y'all younger generation got to understand that Georgia is a no left behind state. Now, when I was going to school and he was going to school, if we didn't pass, the school would allow your parent to leave you behind. You know how many people walking across this stage and
Too
the
many.
school is pushing them? So you cannot keep using these tactics and say that they know. They don't know. And then when he says, oh, well, dudes got time to grow up, so do females. They're not learning anything. Lately, what I'm trying to get everybody to understand is the news have a lot of these young girls on TV. They've been being found. You know what they've been doing? Being hot. So we as black females are developing more, right? So if you or me gonna be role models for these young ladies, we got to teach them better. So what I understand the world say, bitch, but we don't need to teach our black girls that. How else are we going to make them better women if we don't learn from what we see as wrong? Just like you say, the fidelity. So I want to make sure my daughter know that don't just be going by no dry night by dude. You know what I'm saying? Find somebody with standards. But if us as black women going to keep taking whatever, then what are we teaching the upcoming girls to come? And if we're going to have podcasts and things like that, we need to teach these young ladies how to be women, not to accept certain things these men are giving now. Men are sitting here preaching to men all day long, but us as females, we're not giving it to these girls like this. That's why they're getting heartbroken. That's why they're in the streets. That's why they're getting used, because us as black women are not giving these little girls enough attention. They running around half naked and we think that's cute. My daughter is not allowed to get her nails done because she's too young. We got mothers out here with girls' nails this long, hair all the way to their butt. We are not teaching these little girls nothing, is what I'm saying. I understand the heritage and the talk, but they're never going to know the difference if we as young women are not teaching them before they get to where we at.
Nick, what
Men
you
are
got?
doing that, but we are not doing that as black women at all.
First of all, no, we're not. Niggas ain't shit. But Nick, what do you?
But they're going to put you on game, though. We not
I mean,
doing
yeah, but
that.
that's a problem, right? Because I happen to learn this thing, and I'm gonna get it right back to you. The only way I learned this thing, and it's funny, my mom is calling me right now.
See, she heard me.
She probably
Thank you,
did.
ma'am.
I learned this. The only winning move is not to play. So when you're giving somebody the game, you're ushering them into the game. You know what I'm saying? I don't have time for games. And the person that I have that I would desire for myself shouldn't have that time either,
Amen.
right? So when you are, because I hear, it's young blood give you some game. I was like, I
want
got
that game.
shit going on.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of women out here that are teaching their sons the game. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the only information they have to give their son is the game, because they gave themselves to the game. They gave themselves to the streets. They gave themselves, like, you can't be out here. There's a difference between being fluent and being fluid. Like you're part of the solution. You're part of what's in here. And there's a lot of our women that are part of the problem of the community.
Exactly.
And to your point, because so many women do not take criticism very well, they can't hear, I think you need to change something. These men, the men that we are creating, like, this is going to be, I've said this before, but she said this before. Mo said this. Women have the power, right, in this situation. I was editing it. I went over that like 5 times. Women have the power in this situation. But even to a higher degree than y'all are like really acknowledging, you have the power of evolution. You are telling evolution what should go forward. So when you choose a nigga that don't like reading, when you choose a nigga that don't like to get a job, when you choose these niggas, you're telling evolution that nigga needs to be more of them.
There you go. That's all I'm saying.
And then you're confused. You complain of where all the good niggas at. You don't make
want
them.
Exactly.
You don't even make these niggas. I can't go to a Whopper factory and like, where are all the chicken McNuggets?
They
don't make that shit here.
There you go.
If
That's
we're
all
not
I'm
making
saying.
those men, then you can't be surprised when they don't come out in productivity. Like, the assembly line is full of these fuck niggas.
I had a guy tell
Faith,
me.
Real.
Faith nincompoops.
Faith nincompoops. Thank you.
Because I had a guy
Put
tell
that
me
shit
I
on the
wasn't
shirt.
gonna never find nobody because I don't like to have sex off rip. So that's why I say other women make it bad for people like me who work hard, want to do things. Because guess what he told me? It's a lot of bitches out there that were ready to fuck. So see, there is, and black men knows that. When did we become those women? Because in '83, I didn't have no friends like that. That's why I say no. It's this new generational people. Y'all not here just spreading legs just for cotton candy, not
Yeah.
even money. Like what in the world?
We messing the game up, man.
I mean, and you think about your grandparents and them. They done had men that had outside children, but guess what? They still standing, right? Because that man took care of home. Regardless if granddaddy Johnny went and had a baby with Janice down the road, they still together.
But that's part of the problem, right? That's where the problem eked in, because you accepted it. When you accept, you can't accept any part of the disease that gets in your body is the whole disease. There's no such thing as having the flu in your toe. Once it's in your toe, it's in all of you.
You know, you either
So then
address
once
the
you
problem-
once you started allowing men to make that decision, oh well, I even though I had a baby, I'm still taking care of over here. Then you started. That's acceptance, and that's acceptance systemically. And as long as you take care of your shit, these bitches gonna let you ride. Oh word. Oh,
I don't
bet
mean
game.
that.
I'm about to run it.
I'm not. That's not.
So,
what
and
I'm-
that's how we got here. That's how we got here, because a disease in a part of the system is a disease in the entire system. And when you started accepting lower, because we are so strapped for cash, we're so emasculated financially as a people, that a man that's providing is given so much leeway with women. Y'all forgive the irredeemable
what the
because he
cheating?
got a check coming in. That's not enough.
Exactly.
And then you are sitting now. So now we're sitting now. Diseases only degrade things. They don't make things any better. So the disease of poverty made a lot of things okay over and over. And as that became okay and normal, then the new thing became okay and normal. And then more normal and more normal. And now, like, this is not even before this is way before my time, but you couldn't, like, and I've said this before, you couldn't just walk off of a woman that you're married to with kids and then just, we're not together no more.
Exactly.
You had to leave town, leave state, zip codes, time zones. You couldn't just be here no more. Y'all niggas got to where you could move downstairs in the same apartment complex and we just not together no more. Your kids is upstairs and they don't see you but every other weekend. And we made that okay.
But when you
That was inconceivable in the 40s, the 50s. An inconceivable idea is what we call co-parenting.
okay, I'm gonna have to check you on that one because back in those days, guess what? Every one of those women had some type of land. Well, they didn't deal with men who didn't get their hands dirty. They had homes, they had land. We ain't in the projects. These men, even though they did all this and whoever they married left them with some form of stability. They got land, they got a house, they got something they can pass.
That
on.
is not
Now,
true. We are the poorest sector of society since the inception of this
I've never
culture.
heard of them getting land.
Yeah,
Oh, look,
that is
everybody
not
in my
a
family
thing.
got land, so I
This-
have no idea what's going on.
I'm talking about, see, that's a very niche
Everybody
situation.
in my family.
Black culture
has got land.
If 40 acres and a mule was a thing, then we're having a
What
different conversation.
you know why you don't have the land? Let's just be clear. I know people right now, where I'm from, sold their parents' land for little or nothing. Do you know these people have cleared off 50 and 60 and 100 acres of land and putting apartments on it now? They're nothing but land. So when you say we didn't, ask your family when you get home how much land you had and who sold it. I bet everybody had some form of land. Now, what the next generation did with it, we can't say that about. But every person has some form of land.
I don't know about all that.
I bet. Tell me when you talk to your mom again. Ask her how. And then when we talk again, you two, all two of y'all, we gonna have this conversation.
Well, I know my family got land.
Thank you. You all got,
But
land.
not
What you choose-
everybody
But it's
got
theirs
land.
property, baby. So when I say that, like the land my family live on, it goes from my great grandmother to my grandmother to her kids. Now again, whoever hands it get in and who's so money hungry, gonna make sure your kid don't get it. Gonna make sure your kid don't get it. But we all had land. Now, who comes after you and what they choose to do with? Heirs property is not supposed to be sold.
Yeah.
Now, in my family, there's things called Cliqu'd. Let me teach you something. I had to do my homework. So in black families back then, there was a thing called Cliqu'd. So if there was like 30 people in this family and Job wanted to buy my land because he had money, all I had to do was write it on a piece of paper. And then if 10 people in my family say, okay, because we money hungry, guess what? Job got 3 acres. Now, mind you, in order to sell all the land, it's going to take all our names. But quick deeds is what white people did to get black people in, and black people kept selling it like candy. They doing quick deeds, but it's heirs property, meaning it's yours, mine, and it's shrinking from family to family to family. But nowadays, people just writing it off. Why? Because they broke, and why? Because they want money. So all these little places in Savannah, like where Richmond Hill used to be dirt road, you had a lot of people just selling up their property. Midway, Hinesville, all these were country towns, and black people got money hungry, was broke. So guess what I'm gonna do? Sell my land. We didn't care about the money. And every generation that worked so hard for us, and we sitting here talking about what we ain't got, what we did have, we sold it. And anybody who got their hands on it, sold it. That's why we don't have anything now. So let's just talk about our generation. A lot of our generation pound the pavement for us, bought land for us, worked to they muscle and bone for us. And when we got old enough, and because we was broke, guess what we're going to do? Sell it. We didn't want nothing for ourselves. But guess what, y'all? I'm sitting on land. You want to know why? They done built all around my family land. Guess what we not doing? Sell it. So I ain't going to lie. My family got plenty of land all through Richmond Hill. But if I was like everybody else, we wouldn't have nothing. So if you're going to continue to sell your land, or you invest in what your family already got. Because half of us sitting on land, we just don't want to know about it. I got family members that live in New York. They live all in different states. You guess what they say? I don't want nothing to do with that land. I ain't coming down there, because they city people. See what I'm saying? They city people. So they don't want nothing to do with the country. They don't want nothing to do with the land. So all us country people, we got this land. Because the city people say, I ain't coming back home. But I just told y'all this was theirs property, so it's their kids. So you just made a decision for your own kids, right? Mm-hmm. So when they get older, they want to say, well, why we ain't had nothing? And then they say, no, you don't have nothing because your parents live in New York. This one live in Texas, and they say, I ain't coming back to no country. Yeah. I'm too good for the country. I'm too good for the dirt and the sand and the flies. So that is really what's happening to a lot of black people. And you got family members that don't care to find out. Because guess what? You know your deeds is public records. So the type that you got land, she got land, but you ain't gonna never know about it because you don't want to find out. You know, I went to the courthouse, took all my cousins, my mom, and everybody said you need to have because you ain't old enough. My mama ain't dead, is what they say. So I ain't an heir, right? So guess what? Since she ain't dead and she an heir, come on, mama. We got my mama, my aunt, and everybody. We about to figure out about this land. We going to get the deed. We going to look at it. Guess what? We marking off dead people. Y'all know how long it took me to call everybody and figure out everybody been dead? And then half of them ain't had no kids. So now we can take about 50 people off this deed because they dead and ain't got no kids. So now I got to start splitting this land among my family and my kids to come. So us as African American be sitting on land right now, but you don't care enough about it. We are too invested in the streets. We're too invested in everything around us, and we keep saying what we don't have. You probably got something. You just don't know you got it. Because we're not too invested in finding out. I'm invested. I just found out some new land, y'all. Hey.
Yo, we've been in here for a minute. I'm about to get up out of here.
Now he's going to leave us.
Yeah, well, leave y'all is crazy work. It's like 10:45 at night.
Still ain't 8.
Yeah.
They didn't even buy me nothing.
Stomach growling. Stomach biting.
And they was like, I went to go get some food.
Right outside.
We
And
left
they
the
said,
radio
we got
station and
Indians
came
and we
here.
need-
Yeah, I had to bribe them because they was going to leave. And I was trying to give us a dope conversation. I had to bribe the kids.
Not the kids. We grown.
And see how he did, y'all? See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Flip a strip real fast.
Driving as an ain't shit nigga. You know what I'm saying?
But he like to use that shit.
Yeah. See, I did that. Yo, Monique, y'all are dope. How y'all feeling?
Hungry.
Tired.
You tired, girl? What you gotta do?
Tired.
Y'all gotta work in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh.
I got some personal business to handle.
Until I get to that point when I can work for myself.
You can do that now, girl. I'm gonna help you.
Ooh, I gotta talk to you. We gotta have a business meeting with her. Yeah.
Now we talking.
Ooh, I love business talk.
Oh, I like making everybody make money.
Make
Let's
some
all
noise.
make money.
Let's
I like
get
that.
it.
Yo, we about to get up out of here. Yo, this is Clicked Up the podcast. Yo, if you've heard anything that you like, yo, like, share, subscribe, do all the stuff that the dope kids are doing, yo. You about to get up out of here. Yo, Overthinking Out Loud has been in the building, yo. Love y'all. They got some dope stuff coming up soon, man. You better stay tuned to Clicked Up Studios. About to make it do what it do. Yo, we out of here.
No, like, listen, y'all want to be a